Do you know Elizabeth Brook Scarborough Fox? She was an English factory worker who joined the LDS Church as a newlywed. Her husband John eventually became very bitter about that, and Elizabeth noted that he was doing things that made home anything but pleasant. She continued, "I did at one time wonder if I left the church if matters would be improved or not, but through the blessings of my Heavenly Father, I held on to the faith I had espoused." John began staying away from home for days and finally never returned. She sent word that she was leaving for America, and family legend says she threw her wedding ring in the ocean as she sailed away. Elizabeth crossed the plains as a single mother with her 2 children. In Utah, she married a Yorkshire acquaintance, Charles Fox. He was a prosperous stonemason with no children of his own. They settled in Franklin, Idaho, where she boarded visitors in her home. Elizabeth and Charles enjoyed musicals and singing in the choir, and she liked to dress up in fancy things she'd brought from England. A number of her heirlooms survive. Elizabeth was very involved with early Relief Society efforts. Under her direction, the Franklin Relief Society stored hundreds of bushels of wheat and built their own building. She regularly went down to General Conference in Salt Lake City, was a good public speaker, and had an article printed in the Women's Exponent encouraging the power of women. Elizabeth returned by train for a trip to New York and also took a trip to the Bay Area. She was culturally refined, loved poetry by Tennyson and Burns, was a peacemaker, and remembered for her proper English garden and her flaming Christmas plum pudding. Her granddaughter said, "When I think of the courage, faith, and willingness to serve the Lord under trying conditions that my little grandmother Elizabeth Brook Fox possessed throughout her life, I realize in a small degree what an influence for good this has been in my life." And now you know British pioneer and strong woman Elizabeth Brook Scarborough Fox.